Improving maternal and child health, promoting education and gender equality, empowering women and girls, eradicating poverty, and combating HIV/AIDS. These are some of the Millennium Development Goals agreed by governments of the United Nations to achieve by the year 2015. Goals that First Ladies of Africa have focused on in their country. For their progress in achieving these goals, First Ladies of Africa recently received awards that I was honored to give them at this gala by Voices of African Mothers at UN headquarters in New York.
These women are my heroes.
And at this health summit in Los Angeles by U.S. Doctors for Africa.
You are the secret weapon for our continent of Africa.
They came also to form partnerships with other NGOs, health experts, and business leaders.
Every woman, every child, every woman, every child.
The theme, as in this original song, is consistent with the UN Secretary General's initiative, Every Woman, Every Child.
My mother told me that at that time, giving a birth, delivering a baby, that was a matter of life and death. Women holds up half the sky, and they should be given equal opportunity so that when they can deliver our children without any fear.
The First Ladies launch national campaigns in their country like this one, KARMA, which stands for the Campaign for the Reduction of Maternal Mortality in Africa, as well as foundations to help the disabled and many other groups.
The chosen theme from the AU Commission for the campaign to accelerate reduction of maternal mortality is Africa Cares. No woman should die while giving life.
Tanzania! Jumbo! The First Lady is a champion against stigma, speaking out about discrimination faced by orphans and vulnerable children. She is known for her saying, treat every child as your own.
The First Lady of Tanzania founded an NGO called WAMA with education programs like this one using Big Bird from the American Sesame Street TV show to teach children health practices to prevent malaria. And there's much more.
Tanzania in the past decade has made significant progress in reduction of under 5 and infant mortality. Under 5 mortality has declined from 147 per 1,000 life births in 1999 to 81 per 1,000 life births in 2010. However, we are still working hard to encourage mothers to deliver at healthy facilities. I join you all in our common belief that no women should die for giving birth to other human beings. God bless Africa. God bless all over entire world. Thank you so much again.
Asante sana. Is the First Lady of Burundi.
C'est une organisation philanthropique qui a été...
The First Lady of Burundi, who heads a foundation called Buntu, meaning grace and generosity, has planted with her people, donated bicycles, and washed the feet of orphans. Mali.
En Afrique, particulièrement, les questions de santé se
A
posent.
trained midwife, the former First Lady of Mali founded an NGO that provides the powerful combination of training in both life skills to prevent HIV/AIDS infection and in income-generating activities like gardening and making soap to get girls out of poverty. A strong peace advocate, she addressed the UN General Assembly, protesting radicals terrorizing and trafficking women and girls.
Vive la paix dans le monde. Vive la paix.
Mozambique.
Para partilharmos os nossos...
The First Lady of Mozambique champions for youth in her NGO and launched the major UNICEF campaign, United for Children, United Against AIDS. A biologist and environmentalist, she partners with a USA Foundation to protect the animals of Gorongosa National Park and people living around the park from civil conflict.
Suriname.
With her degree in medical social work, the former First Lady of Suriname pioneered research and treatment for children with learning disabilities. The name of her foundation, after the Oreo bird, symbolizes her passion for protecting the young.
I would specifically like to mention our efforts to strengthen our girls and young women in Suriname, especially those who are threatened to derail.
Namibia. As a registered nurse and midwife, the First Lady of the Republic of Namibia builds on the fact that men play a crucial role in the prevention of mother-to-child transmission of HIV/AIDS.
The campaign targets mainly male partners to get more involved in PMTCT programs. Namibia has also an alarming increasing challenge of teenage pregnancy. I encourage the youth to make informed choice by using family planning methods to delay pregnancies. This will give them an ample chance to complete their education and improve their capacity for employment opportunities.
Equatorial Guinea. The First Lady of Equatorial Guinea heads several NGOs with services for less privileged people and vulnerable families.
Canige is propitiating the construction of maternity and neonatal health centers. It facilitates the medical and pharmaceutical aids. It provides food, wares, toys, and many other useful things.
Guinea. The First Lady of the Republic of Guinea, who holds sociology and communication degrees, was honored at the UN General Assembly high-level meeting on AIDS in 2011 when her foundation was awarded a major grant.
The goal of this foundation is to go along the Guinean country in its politic of change to the happiness of Guinean people.
Niger. Trained as a chemical engineer, the First Lady of the Republic of Niger has a foundation focused on the environment as well as education and health.
As a result, she is called the marraine, or the godmother of fistula services in her country.
We are very active in many operations such as planting trees, helping children in difficulties, the assistance to women in difficulties, using microcredit programs.
Ghana. Helping children learn to read is the passion of the Second Lady of the Republic of Ghana.
We run routine checks, dental checks for children, eye tests for children. And we also educate the young girls, teenagers especially. We give them sex education, we show them films, and we initiate discussion among them.
Nigeria. The First Lady of Nigeria empowers Nigerian women, youth, and the underprivileged in her NGOs, described by her representative.
The Aurora Reach Out Foundation helps to increase the capacity for our women to earn income and invest in grassroots communities by distributing farming and fishing implements like canoes, fishing nets, seedlings, hose, and machetes to farmers and fishermen. My other NGO sensitizes women about their civic responsibilities and encourages them to take interest in the nation's politics.
Angola. The First Lady of the Republic of Angola chaired the committee for Miss Angola, who won the 2011 Miss Universe contest. She is also the president of a foundation that helps victims of landmines, inspired by a visit from Great Britain's Princess Diana, who campaigned to ban landmines. As Her Excellency's representative describes,
in this context, studies are being made to implement a wheelchair factory.
Congo-Brazzaville. Originally a schoolteacher, the First Lady of Congo-Brazzaville is a tireless advocate about sickle cell disease. Her efforts led to resolutions by many UN bodies, UNESCO, the African Union, the World Health Organization, and the United Nations General Assembly, naming June 19th as World Sickle Cell Day. As Her Excellency's representative says,
que la première dame du Congo appelle de tous ses vœux.
All is wish and hope that this message will be heard for reducing mortality from sickle cell disease in the world and bring smiles to thousands of children who will expect to live past the age of 5 years.
the Democratic Republic of Congo. Noting the violence in DRC, an entrepreneur who is not a First Lady was also honored for her Foundation for Development and her work on an issue important for UN women, having a seat at the negotiating table.
African women has to be in the talk because I believe in the power of African, of the women in general. This is true. I am an ordinary woman. I don't like injustice. Where there is injustice, I fight. And then I'm going to fight until I die. Africa, oye! Africa, oye!
The value of multi-stakeholder partnerships for project success is evident in this camp for girls' empowerment,
We know HIV.
where my UN NGO, the International Association of Applied Psychology, worked with the First Lady of Lesotho, and in this effort of the First Lady's initiative building birthing centers in Namibia. New ideas emerged, like my discussion with the First Lady of Tanzania about exchanging comfort among vulnerable kids in the Global Kids Connect project, and a new collaboration between Voices of African Mothers and Kanihe, the NGO of the First Lady of Equatorial Guinea. Other partners described ideas.
Today, PNG's program touches over 50 million children across 17 countries in Africa, and we aim to double this in the coming few years into 40 African countries.
I would submit that this is really the future of healthcare right here, my smartphone. In a few years, these smartphones will essentially be your doctor.
And one thing that I want to offer to you, as well as, of course, each one of the First Lady, is the infrastructure that we have in order for us to bring awareness about those positive news, about those initiatives.
Now I'm here today representing the United Nations in support of the African First Ladies and the African Union.
Always an issue? Funding.
Currently, I'm busy raising funds for the construction of 2 new ones in 2 different districts.
Working together, the First Lady said, is key to achieving the MDGs and a better world.
United, we will achieve the MDGs and our goal of every woman, every child.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, all in the human race. Let's make peace like the gentle hush at dawn, like the rising of the sun, with the spirit next to none. A new day has just begun for every woman, every child, every woman, every child.